one can stop us. Rolling out AM. It is that time. This is the place. We are in the right area of space. It is Romeo International, Portia Monique, who still says rolling out seminar, and is 801, and the song is just begun.
The sun is shining, shining, nice and bright, bright. The birds are chirping, chirping,
and I'm ready to fly.
Time to get ready, ready
for another day.
Hey, no one can stop us. Oh, we gon' learn to play. Oh, every day we learn and play. We do our best, so we'll be great. Oh, 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 oh. You do your best, best.
And I don't mind.
Right. So let's get ready, ready, ready. Cause it's about that time. Good morning, morning, you good morning, how do you do? Good morning, time to be great. Good morning, time to wait. Good morning,
your dance and play.
Good morning,
so start today.
Good morning, open your eyes. Good morning,
reach for the sky.
Good morning, 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 morning to you. Good morning, 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 how do you do? Good morning, 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 morning to you. Good morning, 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 how do you do?
Good morning.
You see me on my grind.
Woo, stars got to shine.
I'm a supernova.
Yeah, you see me taking over. Yeah,
I'm on the move. I got a way to shine to it. So let me hear you say.
Every day we're going to work and play. Hey, hey, it's your day. It's rolling out M coming your way. It's Romeo International. Portia Monique, you say good morning to you today. Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Crazy. Mustn't be trying to drop bars in the morning.
Okay, let me take the word out of your mouth. Try. Don't come for me today. You need to push pause. Just smile bright for everybody. Good morning, everybody.
I think he's trying to compete with you on that album that you're releasing. I think it's going to be an album release.
Bro, I already got all my songs. I'm back in the studio now, so it's cool. Had a wonderful ride experience. So I'm good. Talked to my partners, Master P, and all the great entrepreneurs. Clearly, all our sponsors. Big thanks to the sponsors, but thanks to everybody that tuned in. Of course, Portia, Monique, and Ashley did a wonderful job working to kind of say, even though Portia said I didn't have to have a client, had given her a pass.
Hey, no, I didn't say
did such a wonderful job. He just dropped all the good stuff when we filled him in. So I was excited about that, Romeo. It was just a wonderful call.
Yeah,
I think I hosted 10 virtuals in a day. It felt like 10. I think I at least had 4 a day. How many did I have a day, Portia?
You had a minimum of 5 a day.
It was an interesting experience. Loved hopping though.
Right.
Spent a lot of time last night. We learned a lot. I think the team probably needed 3 more people, full-time person, if not 2, just to onboard people. This virtual world is no joke. But it is so strong. The reach is good. I mean, the fact that we had international people looking at our conference was great. We've got another conference series that starts in 2 weeks. So the whole Peace and Purpose comes up, holiday shopping.
I got to admit, out of everything, my favorite, I love the last Lonzo conversation.
That was dope. Yeah.
I don't know who put that together.
I did.
No, you didn't, Portia. See, that's my point, Romeo. You know, after you put things together, right?
Somebody get Damian Hooper Campbell on the phone. He gonna tell you who put that together.
Excuse me. You already put the people together. You tell them where they're gonna be, and you put this subject matter about images of us and Hollywood. You know, the moment talk. You put the leading man on the #1 show in the world,
right.
The Boys,
right?
And then they claim my credit. I mean, the number one show in the world.
Let me tell you something.
Number one show in the world.
Shout out to Melinda. Melinda, our business director. She actually booked last. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
And then I booked Damian Hooper Campbell.
Excuse me. There was no.
Then I came up with the questions for. I'm just saying.
Once again, Romeo, the whole topic is all about stealing credit. Just say, that's why people have their publishing deals get watered down.
Listen, teamwork makes the dream work. We worked together as a team, and we pulled off a phenomenal conference. So
the tech guys want to have a tech show now.
That was dope.
They had the most technical difficulties. That's so ironic.
I also tell Andre you said that about him. Andre said he didn't have no problem.
I also the vendors room. I went into the vendors room. I saw dope coloring book. I cannot remember the name of it.
Yeah, I was looking for my coloring book. I saw my coloring book, Peace and Purpose, and they should have had Playful Genius, should have had their own booth. But really, Peace and Purpose is getting ready to have its own conference, Romeo, December 4th, 5th, and 6th. The Peace and Purpose, Realign Your Life is going to happen. So I'm excited.
And I saw
Realign Your Life, Portia. Realign Your Life.
I saw Butai. I was proud of Butai.
Yes.
I don't know why she never made it to the main stage. We are going to work on that. I wanted to see Beauty on the main stage.
It was dope. And shout out to as an inside comedy joke, man. Shout out to everybody who was laughing at me and wondering if I was okay on that surfboard. Yes, I did bust my ass.
Lord Jesus.
I tried. Y'all saw me trying. My chest still hurt, but I tried.
Your chest hurt, Romeo?
Oh, you should have saw me, Portia. For 3 seconds, I was on the wave. I thought I was there. Then this thing I know.
Well, you just gotta stay down there till you get it.
Oh yeah, I'm not coming back yet. We gonna get this. Surfboard Romeo is gonna be coming soon. So
how long you gonna be down there?
You might have to move to Miami or LA so you can surf every day.
That
sounds like a life, young black tech surfer, surfer dude,
who busts his ass.
Surfer dude.
It was great, man. Great. Like I said, you missed the rolling out ride conference. That was your fault.
We got one coming back. RideCon comes back February. 28 days of Best of a Generation. So we're coming back. We've got 2 RideCons next year and 24 Ride Labs. So we're excited about the whole essence. We got a music close out the 4th quarter with the Music, Money, and More conference, independents and majors, where music business is going. So we got that happening. So they can tune in.
And I want to.
Our Studios happens in December to celebrate your day.
This is the first I'm hearing of that.
Well, you're not going to be involved, so you don't feel overburdened. I have a whole team. I've been making sure all you have to do is show up for the wind-up. That's all you're going to have to do. Just show up for the wind-up. We'll have your section. We've got a whole back lit area. Me and the team over at Tridestance agreed off the phone on Sunday that we were definitely going to have a star studio. Now they see my vision.
And shout out to
so happy.
Yeah, I saw to ride this weekend.
You say you saw what?
Yeah, I saw her send us some love this weekend. That was dope, man.
Yeah. There was definitely some high points to the conference. All of it was amazing. Romeo, you said your favorite was what was your favorite again?
Last conversation was really
yeah. Last conversation. That was super dope. The moderator was super dope too. But I really enjoyed the CEO to CEO with Dame Dash. That was it was an insightful conversation, right? So there was a lot of truth. It was like raw truth. And the way that Dame was putting some of the things that he was saying, it just made you look at it in a different light. Like, I'm good with bacon. Like that. If y'all wasn't there to hear the conversation, the way he described the bacon and the way that it sat in the stuff and in I'm good. I had bacon on my plate when as he was describing it, and I just looked, I was like, yep, like it be sometimes it takes little things, one small little thing to turn you off. And that was it. I was like, I'm good. I pushed that plate to the side and I was like, I don't
Yeah.
want no more bacon.
Yeah, that was my experience with eggs.
Oh.
I had a conversation with eggs, and
Mm-hmm.
somebody really described eggs.
Mm-hmm.
It's
You know,
horrible.
the conversation I really wish he would have, Portia.
What's
I
that?
really want to know the him and Jay-Z story. I really want to know that story one day, because that was the most epic walk away from both two powerhouses. I really want to know that story one day. I'm just not gonna tell it. But
Well, he tells it during the period. If you're listening, he kind of says, people walked them apart. I mean, that's basically the conversation. He shares insight. I think you just, out of respect and honor to who they are, you don't sabotage your partner.
Right.
No matter how y'all are on different places, everybody, it's a good run.
Yeah.
He's not out sabotaging. It's clear nemesis in the camp. He does say who he has a problem with and the type of music that they make. So that was clear.
Right.
If you don't want to hear the truth, you might not want to listen to that.
right.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of.
And like Marcel was saying, the story is being told, but I think the story will definitely have two different perspectives. And it's like family. Like if even though I'm not getting along with my family members, you can't talk about them. You can't say nothing bad about my family. I might not mess with her right now, but let me tell you something. You can't talk about her.
It ain't your turn. Just know who turn it's not. It's not your turn. It
Not
ain't
today.
your turn.
Not today. You
Yeah.
can't say nothing bad about my family. I don't care
Hey,
who.
everybody, you watching Rolling Out AM. Be sure to share the show. Share the show.
Thank you for the entire conference. It was awesome to hear each segment. Financial lessons for the family and Master P were her top favorites. D Shields also said CEO to CEO was straight with no chaser.
Listen.
And Iris Baker
Thanks,
said
D.
everybody did a great job. And Belinda Wallace from South Florida says good morning. Belinda, you was laughing at me. I saw you, Belinda, but it's okay.
Hey, Belinda.
Hey, Belinda.
What's
Hey,
happening?
D. Hey, Iris. They was hanging out with us last night at the wind-up. And D and I was hanging out at the conference. She was in every one I was in. Hey, D. She's like, girl, I'm here with my notebook. That's what's up. So.
Well, you got a peace and purpose workbook that'll happen with the conference coming up, D. So we're gonna have to recruit us 1,000 women to come and men. It's all about personal realignment.
Right.
So it's gonna be fun, y'all.
There you go. Portia did a great interview with Taronda yesterday.
Yeah, her name is actually Tyronda, with like a T-Y. You know how you be trying to pronounce Taru's name and you say Tyru. Well, her name is Tyronda. She was mad cool. She actually played Portia in Empire several seasons ago. She played Cookie's assistant.
Oh, okay. Got you.
But her name was Portia. And so she was just really, really, really super dope. She was cool. We had a great conversation last night. She invited us out on a yacht in Chicago. I said, girl, when they putting that yacht up, let us know because I know it's soon.
Oh, it's happening every day. When I was running on the lake, you would see a few being moved out of harbor.
Yeah.
So,
I know it's soon. Listen, y'all, October is in 2 days.
Hey, man. I forgot. I don't even know how months work no more.
3 days. October
Well,
is
at least
Thursday.
we've got a whole idea that we're going to be doing this all over again. So
Welcome.
we experienced it, and we will be living hybridly again.
Right.
So we can just anticipate another year of this. So
Right.
at least
And a
we know what it
minimum.
feels like, and the great stuff that's happening, great content being made around the world. Everybody's a little upset when they found out how much taxes were paid in 2016.
$750. I was like 750,000, $750. Like one time 750. I saw comments on social media. Somebody said, I know this much about Joe Biden. He don't owe 400 and something, some odd taxes, million in taxes.
I saw
I
that.
know that about Joe Biden.
Munson was looking very handsome at the award ceremony. Okay.
At what award ceremony? Because he wasn't at the award ceremony. Don't get me started.
I actually came to the award ceremony portion. I was already dressed up with Master P at the award ceremony.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the day, haterade shouldn't start Monday morning. It should start Monday morning.
That touched a nerve, Romeo. I'm sorry. He was looking very handsome at the award ceremony with Master P.
You've got to remember, at that point, it was 10 hours, Romeo. I think we were working on 10.
Right.
And then at about 11 o'clock, I get a call from Ashley saying, can you come on with the comedian? So I get on with my brother, Rodney Perry. I mean, it didn't stop after the awards. Everybody, the beauty of virtual, which I'm loving the virtual world, which means I might start my motivational Mondays again on Instagram. But okay. I am loving the whole virtual experience. That was a great experience. We got to master that experience. So we will be setting up camp on some virtual platform within the next 7 days. We're going to make a decision where we're going to be for at least through February, virtually, every weekend.
Why not happen? I think we got it down to a science now.
In the back of
we're gonna look at it. Like I said, I was sharing with you that fact. I think everybody's trying to hop and understand what it is.
Yeah, it was definitely a challenge. It's a new platform. It's a newer platform for people, and people are just so used to Zoom. Like we can, pun intended, zoom, in and out of Zoom, do this, do that, do that. We know Zoom like the back of our hand, but when it came to happen, it was just cumbersome when it came to helping the speakers get backstage. So imagine, if you will, a virtual backstage. And when you have a conference or when you have an award show or when you have to speak at an engagement, you have to get backstage in order to come on the stage. And it was the same concept for us. However, getting people backstage virtually was a challenge. And we were learning, we were trying to help them learn, we was doing tech support. I think our rate in terms of successfully getting people backstage, we were probably at a 90%. I would say 85, 90%. There were a couple of people that we couldn't get on. Like we would get them right to the point and then their camera wouldn't work. Or we would get them right to the point and we'll see them backstage and we'll, bring them on stage and something will happen. So, we learned as we went.
It was good.
The Bronner Brothers show is going on right now, everybody. So
they're doing virtual?
They're virtual. So if you are out there, just want to shout out to James and Bernard and Dale and the whole Bronner family. That great to see that they are out there. So anybody looking for something great to do today, pass by. You're in the hair business. It's Monday. Most shops are closed. Take a look.
I'm definitely gonna check it out, Munson.
They use VFair. Their platform is VFair.
Okay. How did they say be compared?
It doesn't. It's about 35,000 to start.
Oh.
To crank it up. Black Enterprise used it. They had a great conference.
And they use VPair too.
The Atlantic used Hopin.
I saw that article last night.
So the Atlantic used Hopin. So the layout of I just wanted you to, y'all need to go ahead and screen save that so we can literally have the, how they did their speakers per hour, sponsored segments. It was great, you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Hope you are tuning in to Rolling Out AM, the new workout of the day. 10,000 steps, everybody. 10,000 steps a day helps you make and keep that manageable disease like diabetes away. So let's go today.
That was something Dame talked about too. He has diabetes. Like he was, listen, he was dropping some straight facts. He said, I don't talk to smart people who eat dumb food.
No, I don't think that's what he was saying.
What was he saying, Munson? Because that's what I took away from it. He said all these intelligent people.
I don't believe that you're smart if you say you're smart and I see you eating dumb food.
Exactly. So what was different from what I said?
I think you called everybody dumb, Portia. I think.
No, I did not.
Say what you said again.
He said, and I'm paraphrasing, he doesn't talk to smart people who eat dumb food. So those people who deem themselves as intelligent, but then in the next breath go eat some fast food. He said, I don't have no kickers for y'all because that's dumb.
Okay, bacon eater.
I don't eat bacon no more, thanks to dang dad.
He had to tell you, you know,
the way that he
Elijah Muhammad has said to everybody a long time.
Elijah didn't paint that picture like Dang. Dang was like,
he just said they're bottom feeders. He just said they're eating down.
And it's sitting there.
He already told you that it was happening. We just don't want our history. We knew that wasn't the best. We didn't have options before. We didn't have options. You is what the oppressor left. We didn't turn up with chitlins because we wanted them. Now we can opt out. We know what they are.
Now, transparency, in all transparency, I have not had chitlins since I was like 4. I'm just saying, well, my granddaddy used to make them and he used to clean them, and you'll be like, what's that smell? Don't worry about that. But then you eat it later.
No.
Well, they even cleaning for you now, Portia.
I'm good. I'm so good. Pretty soon, I promise you, I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna be vegan, but I'm definitely gonna be vegetarian. I'm gonna follow Tabitha Brown. Because she be making bacon out of carrots. She said it tastes just like bacon. I got to try that.
I think the concept that we get stuck, it's called Train Your Tongue. It's my book that comes out in February. It's called Train Your Tongue. And the whole idea is you've got to retrain your tongue. You shouldn't have expectations. Everything's going to be heavy salt, really greasy tasting, which makes you want all the things that are bad for you. Train your tongue. Then you can train your life. You shouldn't be trying to replicate bacon. Like, let it go. You know, anything, enjoy the value of celery, the crunch.
The what?
Value of really understanding how to cook a great carrot if that's what you have to do. You know, the closer we are to raw food. I mean, I had a great salad last night.
Why are you rubbing your stomach?
I hope my stomach ain't up here, Portia. You failed anatomy.
It is.
No, I think it's a little lower.
Why are you rubbing your chest?
I got my rolling out shirt on my chest. What you talking about?
Oh, I like that. Did you draw that?
No, Kareem and I, we had probably 20 shirts. They're coming back though.
Yeah, that was
we're really excited. Ashley's preparing after 9 the top Black books of the week on blackbookstore.com. So we're excited about that as well.
Yeah.
Had a social report we can. I know they got plenty of stuff. And
what'd you say, Romeo?
I said that was one of the favorite shirts during our music conference that we partnered up. I think it was, I can't remember which it was, but those shirts went so quick. Those, if that's the one with the microphone, right? Oh yeah, they went super quick. They was out of here.
Mustard, we can't see the whole shirt. Stand up. So we yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So they went super
I
quick.
love Kareem's style when it comes to illustration.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We got 2 books in the can and getting ready to do another hair book. So
Ehab said he needs that shirt. And speaking of health, it's October. We'll be putting out the information today, tomorrow, as soon as I get the confirm from Mr. Steve. But that 3K, 5K challenge for Rolling Out Fit Club kicks off October the 10th. So we're gonna see who all is gonna join Rolling Out University, Rolling Out Fit Club. And by the time I'll be back in the States, so y'all can run with me, so we can run together. See, I'm gonna get Portia to run all the way from Chicago. I'm gonna get Portia to do 5K. Portia, you know what?
Do
I got
5K.
5K in 3 minutes.
Don't do that. No.
3 minutes 5K.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
everybody start your watch party.
Let me start mine. I be trying to start it.
Start your watch party. We've got to let the world know Rolling Out AM is a go. Welcome. Thanks for watching today. Thanks for the compliment. Dressing up doesn't seem to happen that often. Maybe we should have a whole day. We've got to bring our audience into our show. They got to watch in the show.
Musson, you spoke on dressing up. Let's do it for Halloween. Let's do a virtual Halloween dress up for.
You might want to do a whole virtual Halloween party.
Let's do all of it. Yes.
Why not?
Romeo, who you gonna come as for Halloween?
Ghost from Power. Oh, he dead. That's right. So I'm not gonna dress up.
Oh, Jesus.
No, you know what?
We should start a poll on Facebook. Facebook, let us know who should we dress up as for Halloween.
I'll come as a little murder. How about that?
I don't know if you want that. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, my fault. I forgot. Yeah, Kelly. Yeah, never mind. We're gonna go straight to the social report, man. Wherever you go, I'll go with you, Ashley. You take it. So, where you gonna take it first? Welcome to the Rolling Out AM Morning Show. This is the Rolling Out Social Report, and this just posted this morning. 1/3 of American parents have no plans to get their children vaccinated for the flu this year, according to the National Poll on Children's Health, despite the very real possibility that their child could also catch the deadly COVID-19. 1 in 3 parents will not get flu shots for their child during COVID-19.
You getting the flu shot, Romeo?
Nope. I'm not getting the flu shot. I am not.
Yeah, no, it's a no for me.
I'm not getting a flu shot. I do think there has to be a better way of. I don't even know at this point in time, Portia. And not to be a downer. I'm not trying to do that, people. I don't even know what the process would be per se for flu or for COVID right now, because they don't know. So what am I supposed to know?
It's a no for me. I'm not getting the flu shot. I'm not getting the vaccination. They're gonna have to prove that out. Dame Bash was talking about one of his doctor friends that actually got the vaccination. He said he respects her opinion, and she's a real person. And he was like, we're gonna see what she come back with. So he said if it works for her, then he's in. But
what up, man? Brent Rewarn. Brent said I'm gonna dress up as a serial killer.
Somebody get Brent off. Brent, you better be playing.
Brent, ha 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 ha, Brent. And somebody said morning. Oh, my man Manny said in portion roses in the morning. Okay, Manny.
Hey, Manny.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 roses in the morning.
Thank
Okay.
you, Manny. I appreciate that.
But yeah, like Portia said, it's a no for me. Next up on the docket before we rock it, Ashley, where you got me going? We're gonna go with and I think this is dope. I'm gonna tell you, Lizzo discusses commercialized body positivity movement we have to make people uncomfortable again. Lizzo is very adamant about pushing how big girls are beautiful. Now, I think all women are beautiful. Black, brown, white, yellow, green, Asian, alien. Long as you cute to me, I could rock it. And beauty is also in the eye of the beholder, but I've been amazed. Portia can speak more on this, but I've never understood women body shaming, and I've never understood people making their personal opinions about other people's body. I never really, like you. I would see it and hear it, Portia, but I never really.
Yeah, people can be cruel and mean sometimes, and I tried to be very intentional in raising my kids in terms of not making fun of people, because as kids they would see somebody fat and laugh. Don't do that. Like, we don't do that. And so I tried to instill in them that people are people and they have feelings, and you don't laugh at people. And so I'm not one of those people that body shames. I'm not calling nobody fat per se. No, but seriously, I'm not. I think that sometimes we do take it a bit far when we body shame, especially as women. It's just mean. It's just mean.
Well, I think the other thing that we all have to be careful about is just how we put it in a bucket, because it's not so easy to put in a bucket. We really got to talk about where we are as it relates to our KPIs. Might want to check the streams because they're really low as you look at the streams or whatever the inputs are. So on FB.
Romeo, we need to figure that out. But yeah, they are. But going back to the conversation, I think it's two sides of it. So yeah, you don't want to body shame, but you also want to be healthy. You also want to encourage a healthy workout life. You also want to encourage a healthy eating life. Like, it's all of it. Like, okay, yeah, make people uncomfortable again in terms of what? Because if you're promoting you need to be body positive, that's fine, but also promote you should be working out, also promote you should be healthy, also promote you should eat healthy. Like, those are the things that come along with it.
But you have an issue, because that's the moment. Once you make a suggestion, then it immediately goes to shaming, versus I'm really trying to make sure that my child who's 15 doesn't become pre-diabetic at 15.
Right. And it starts in the home. Like, we were talking earlier about, taking carrots and making them into tasting like bacon. But like you said, Marcia, you really have to train your palate. I stopped eating sugar. Like, I just, like, every now and again, maybe once a month, I might get a craving, but for the most part, I don't eat sugar. Like, I try not to do the cookies, the cakes, the candy. Even in my coffee is black. I learned that from somebody.
That is Chicago State. They're having a gala, and we're going to bring them on to talk about, freshmen can go to Chicago State free. So it is a first time ever freshmen can go.
Where'd that come from? We was talking about no sugar.
I was just saying that you was trying to talk about sugar and coffee and I just wanted you to know there's some more good news in the universe. And as she takes another sip of her coffee.
Black coffee.
Black.
No sugar, no cream.
It's a combination of things.
I have something for you, Portia. Lizzo's point that she was making socially yesterday, and I actually agree with the point. She said you guys, she said, as men can have football bodies. They can have a Rick Ross. They can have.
No, they can't. That's not true.
Munson, don't be going to body shaming.
Rick literally took action and
Nope.
understood that the image at first isn't the image that will last.
But the image at first was accepted though. That's her point was.
No, it's only accepted by those who are selling us something that's not true. You got to remember, we didn't just automatically decide to go to 3X. I mean, it's the intentionality of giving us bad food, creating food deserts. Our human and civil rights should include fresh fruit, broadband. I mean,
nobody said nothing to Rick Ross when his shirt was off. Nobody.
They did not, Romeo. It was socially accepted.
Socially accepted. His side, at that point in time, his side was socially accepted. And that's her main point. Women are put into a box where they have to look a certain way, be a certain way in order to be socially accepted. So that is her only point she's trying to push. I do agree with you guys on the health and the fitness part, but she says, can it at least start with accepting her as she is and women as they are at that point?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Angela Getter for tuning in. Manny, shouted out to Romeo. What's happening, Manny? And I know it's a real issue, but our comorbidity issues we've got to address against society who would allow or put out male or female, because we're really not against somebody, we're for everybody. And we want our community to understand. If nothing else, the pandemic has illustrated the disparity there as it relates to health. And we want to make sure that those changes happen.
And last but not least, on the way up, he lost a lot of weight. You're right about that, Ashley. Last but not least, on the social report, we definitely want to drop this. Viacom CBS has partnered with Idris Elba, Angela Bassett, Courtney B. Vance, and more for exclusivity program for new directors. And these new directors are Black, African-American focused. Viacom CBS will be putting together an initiative with Idris Elba, and they will actually be looking for Black sitcom directors and Black movie directors, Black TV movie directors for upcoming programming in the 2021 season. So I thought that was dope, super dope.
Oh, that is dope. That is dope.
Cause I can't remember what somebody said something funny on social media. It was like, yeah, it was funny and kind of bad at the same time. They said, NBC used to have a Black night. It was Thursdays. It was Cosby. It was Different World. It was something.
And then it became Shondaland. It was what was Olivia Pope's show? ER, and then Scandal, and then something else. But yeah,
right.
Thursday nights used to rock.
So they getting, I guess Viacom CBS is trying to get back to creative voices all across the board, and not dope. Everybody has a voice. Everybody should be heard. Everybody.
We want it everywhere. We want diversity employment everywhere.
Right.
We want diversity employment, not just that, the gaffers, the writing room, the greenlit shows, the entire package.
Right.
Newsroom, camera room, Black attorneys in there. We want every aspect. We want to be there.
Right.
Advertising with Black owned media companies.
Because there's very few. And now that I think about it, when someone says Black show, I cannot think of any outside of Power. I can't think of any all Black television shows. I'm really thinking real hard right now.
No, your guy. There are lots of Black shows. You think about the Emmys; they had a lot of Black shows that won.
Television. That was a cable. I'm talking about like, can you think of any television?
Yeah.
Blackish, right?
that not the blackest franchises and your guy over there. He's Cedric. He has a show, Cedric the Entertainer. Uh,
You gotta make me do my homework. Pull this up.
yeah, Cedric has a show. He's there.
Okay. Manny Jordan just left Portia a comment. He said, I've noticed that here in Atlanta, a lot of women body shame guys that aren't fit. How do you get around? How do you get around it in dating, Portia? You're not asking me.
Get fit. Get fit. Let's work out together. Let's, I don't know. Atlanta is different. Us up here in the Midwest, it's kind of like in Atlanta you can work out, but I don't know. I don't remember seeing a lot of unfit people in Atlanta. Is it? Because
Well, Atlanta's in the South, so period. There are obviously. I don't think it's cultural. There's a heritage. I mean, you got to remember fried chicken, fried grits, fried
Wings.
nuts, fried. You name it, it's fried. And then
but y'all weather down there allows for you to,
it's year round.
yeah.
You look at the breakfast, fried pork back. It can be for real a challenge. You think about it. You go to that Waffle House and you got the cheese on the. I mean, they know how to make it nice and good. They know how to make them cheese and eggs so tasty for you. And then they got the pecan waffle. And before you know it, you've had 4,000 calories at one sitting. And you did it at 12 at night and decided to repeat it in the morning.
Don't close.
And hit the Krispy Kreme.
And then I don't know a lot of women that body shame men. Y'all know women that body shame. It's more on the spectrum of women body shaming women, but I don't know about women body shaming men. I don't think I've seen that. Unless you're in a relationship and y'all got pet names for each other, like fat ass. Shut up, fat ass.
Women body shame men pockets. That's what they body shame. Don't body shame your body. They body shame your pockets, brother. Like, hey.
We need to bring Kenneth Zaki on. He's watching right now to do a poem. Send us your email so we can send you a link. You can get on and do a poem. Kenneth Zaki, what's up? Kim Floyd, she helped us do the Miller Ride Lab.
Hey, Kim.
Hey, Kim, we ought to bring Kim on camera. She's a socialite. She actually lights up the community when she talks about travel. And
two girls who travel. That's her thing. Yes.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Do they body shame? Yeah, they body shame men pockets. You only got $10. Well, hold on.
Oh, broke ass. Don't talk to me, oh broke ass. Now we do that. We do that with your broke ass. Yeah, we do that.
Bus. Well, hold on. You ride the bus too. Yeah, but you ride the bus. Come on.
Yeah. Don't you can't talk to me when you riding the bus. Broke ass. You can't talk about me. You can't talk to me. You can't say nothing. I don't care if we ride the bus together. You on the bus.
I feel you, Manny. Me and Munson with you. But shout out to everybody checking in, man. Rolling out AM, the wake up, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Zulu, YouTube, whatever you own, we'll find you. We'll find you, and you'll find us. Numbers are back up. Well, that's not what I was looking for, Ashley, but thank you very much. Appreciate you. And we just want to make sure y'all have a great Monday morning to start. So Portia Monique Munson.
Do I have a report? I'm just curious. Do I have a report?
I think you should. Let me kick in my.
If I don't, I know I can talk about it. There's some things that went on over the weekend.
Because my watch party just kicked in too.
That I think we should talk about. All of these stories are definitely on the Rolling Out website. So go check out rollingout.com and check out these stories. What we got first? So first we got hold on. Trying to get it on my Hey y'all. Speaking of music, because Munson, you said something about a music, money, music, and more. That was definitely one of the dopest panels that we had as well. But y'all saw that Vin Diesel was starting a music career. Anybody see that?
I saw that trash. I mean, yeah,
Romeo.
I
I,
saw it.
I think he might have something going. Like I don't, I
Did he
don't.
drop a single yet?
Yeah, he got his debut single, and I hope somebody got his video up. Pull his video up.
Yeah, pull the video up so
Yeah,
that
so that's on the site.
I can politely close my ears. Pull the video up.
I don't know if that's the video. But anyway, he dropped a single. He's doing his thing. I saw him on his Instagram with The Rock. I, I don't kill nobody's dream. Do what you want to do. Everybody who's sitting up there laughing at him,
That's the
what y'all
song.
doing?
Do what you want to do when you do. Babe.
Look, I'm not. You right. You know what? You right, Portia.
No dream killers.
Let's not kill nobody's dream.
Mm-mm.
But if you are gonna dream, can you dream on beat? That's all I ask.
I'm not saying that he's not on beat. I didn't hear it. But listen, my thing is for those people who are laughing, naysayers saying it can't be done. What y'all doing? What y'all doing?
They trolling. That's what they doing. They get to troll and be unpaid critics and work for whatever platform they on. They get to be unpaid critics. What do you mean? We are full of, if you're unemployed, what do? Troll on social.
Ashley, please find that clip. I want you to find that clip so that because after you play the song, Portia gonna start trolling.
I don't talk about nobody. Y'all know everybody who know me know that I don't talk about nobody. That's what I say constantly to remind myself not to talk about nobody. I don't talk about people.
Right, so
Nobody.
Vin Diesel singing.
Come on, Keith. What? So anyway, while she looks that up, there is another piece of interesting news. And I don't even want to talk about it, but okay, we're not going to talk about that. What I will talk about is Mariah Carey claims that her older sister tried to force her into prostitution at 12. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I just don't know. I don't know.
Hey man, I don't put nothing past this world. Not at this point in time. Not at this point.
So that story is on the site. And then we had DL Hughley weighing in on the entanglement thing and basically saying that he made a comment on Vlad TV in a Vlad TV interview about Jada maybe being predatory.
I saw it.
Let
me ask you a question. I saw that and I read that on Rolling Out. Is it predatorial if, because technically both of them are of age, right?
It's the double standard for me. Like I definitely, being a mom of young boys, I didn't agree with her being as old as she was, dating him being that young. But that's just the mama in me. But they both were of age, and the double standard is men do it all the time.
Yeah.
Men do it all the time. Like even in the series that we were watching that Rodney Foster was on, Marrying Millions, he's not doing it because of course his girlfriend, fiance Desiree is his age, but they had I'm not gonna say 16, 21-year-old with a 60-year-old. And you could just see on the show how manipulative he was. And she's sitting up there just don't know.
The male was 21?
No, the woman. The woman was 20, she's 21, and the male is 60, and he's a 60-year-old millionaire and this and that. And you could just see the manipulation. And it's just like, why? And it's several of those stories, like even being 30 and 70. Munson, you better come back.
I'm saying you need to talk about some black issues.
Okay, well, let's talk about some black issues.
All that. I'm not trying to specialize in.
Those was black, but go ahead.
No, but I'm just saying that's what TV wants. That's like watching TMC, TM. I'm not with that
Okay.
TLC network. I mean, I don't want our viewers to just get lost in trash conversation. I'm gonna start my wake up call with.
Well, I'm just saying, I was
I
just
mean,
speaking
they
on
do
a
that
little
for
bit of,
TV sensationalism. That's not a hot idea for our culture. People, each person that signed up for that was trying to sign up for a train wreck and to get famous. You
mm,
had to sign up for that. Our people are suffering from COVID. Our people are suffering during, this whole experience of unemployment and Black Lives Matters. Breonna Taylor insults. It's just a horrible situation for our entire community to suffer through.
yeah, it really is. So speaking of the Breonna Taylor issue, um, they said that the neighbors got and I'm about to pull it up so I can get it right, but the neighbors got 3 counts of let me pull it up. While her white neighbors actually, I'm
Okay.
pulling it up, y'all. Hold on. It says 3 counts for the shots into the apartment of the white neighbors, but no counts for the shots into the apartment of the black neighbors
Hmm.
upstairs above Brianna.
Hmm. Mm, mm, mm. I guess they the ones who heard the shot, right? No. Mm. Okay. Um.
That's how it happens.
Yeah.
That's how it happens. So more celebrities are coming out, obviously, for the Biden-Harris ticket. The Rock has come out for the Biden-Harris ticket. There are more states that you can now register. Ballots have been sent out. So everybody be sure to go in early. We've got great contests. Um, Reverend Warnock clearly is on the ballot here. The pastor of Ebenezer Baptist Church is running for Senate. He is actually ahead in the polls right now, and it's something for us all to get behind. We are going to pull up in the next 30 minutes all of those schools that are clearly going to open. Foot Locker clearly says, come rock with us if you want to vote. We want to be a voting location for those millennials and tennis shoe heads. So literally, you see Romeo, the NBA working on making sure that if your team's playing, you can go vote. They are working to make access to the polls something that's big, huge movements. Everybody's pushing it. We need to make sure that we show up in a way that has never been seen before.
Yeah. So, Monta, how do you feel about voting absentee ballot versus actually going to the polls?
Well, it's not a feeling. I think it works, obviously. It's been there. I think people are working vigilantly. The real issues, obviously, are the battle states where you don't want any shenanigans. Places like Georgia, where people stood in hours, machines just didn't work. Voter suppression is real in 2020. So it's not a feeling, it's a fact. So when we think that we shouldn't be prepared, we should be prepared to go in.
Yeah.
If you can.
Yeah.
It's nice to have an absentee ballot, but take it all the way in. You don't have to trust the mailman. There is a location that you can actually
Yeah.
drop it off and get counted. So it isn't, and that's not no shame on the postal workers, but sabotage is sabotage. So we should work hard. If you can show up, then show up and vote early.
And that's where I'm at with it.
Really?
I feel like I have to physically go in, cast my ballot, put it in the machine, get my ticket, get my sticker. Like I feel like I have to physically go through that process.
And this is what I don't want my young millennials to do. I've been seeing this. I analyzed it. This is what I don't want you to do. You're going to notice on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat, you're going to notice these messages pop up. These messages are going to say, hey, click what state you are voting in. And they're going to ask you, do not do it. Because the moment that you click the state that you're voting in, you're going to receive a whole bunch of information particular to whomever has paid for ad space in that area, whether it's Democrat or Republican. That is all the information that you're going to receive. I'm telling you, make up your own mind, make up your own choice. I'm all for voting, but I'm not for shining up the dice so it can make it look prettier. What I need, well, you're gonna vote Biden, we know that, and Kamala. But I don't know if you've seen it, Portia, but you'll see it on Insta. You'll see these messages pop up and say, "Hey, what state are you voting in?" And it's all an algorithm. Got to follow the money. Got to follow the money.
don't do the mustard. Iris Baker says, "I'm with you, Portia. I need to go on and vote." D Shield said, and this is, we were actually talking about this last night in my house. She says, call out the DMV for delaying appointments to update your license and ID. That is voter suppression antics too. So my stepdad, his license is expired, and they told him he couldn't get an appointment until like sometime in December. And we was just like, well, just, call and get a same day appointment. He was like, well, they haven't been, giving them and this and that. And that's just like, that is definitely a voter suppression antic, because they want people, because he was like, well, can I vote with the expired license? No, you can't. So you need to go and get it updated. So he's been working on trying to get that done. But yeah, D, that's definitely voter suppression and antics as well.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think you can vote with the expired ID. Can you? Somebody pull that up.
Yeah, that's a good question. I know they take your ID to account you being there. I didn't know that was a thing. Because even when you're 18 and voting, if you don't have a valid driver, you have an ID. You don't have a driver's ID.
But is it expired though? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you have an expired piece of identification and still vote?
Would you take if you're a police officer, would you trust somebody whose driver's license is, expired?
Right.
I mean, it don't even sound like, it's like, I thought, what's his name? Chameleonaire had that song.
Which one?
Right.
Picture me rolling. What was it? You got me rolling.
That's Tupac.
Oh,
Catch Me Riding Dirty.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Valid driver's license, not expired, has been expired less than 60 days. Not expired or has been expired less than 60 days. Option 2, you can provide any two of the following forms of a non-photo ID, which include passport or military ID. A lot of people don't have passports. I got mine though.
Oh,
we know you got one because you still out the country.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's 2 things you will need to get your license. I advise every Black person to get a passport. You never know when you just gotta go. Trust me. Get one. Munson's passport been stamped probably like 800 times. He just be everywhere.
We used to be everywhere. Just going someplace is a chore.
Yeah. Munson, he hit one of my bucket lists, y'all. He went to Egypt. I was like, I want to go to Egypt.
Yeah, it's getting more commercial every day. I'm glad I went when I went, but I can just imagine. But it'll be there. Ain't going nowhere. Hey, Gwen Perry, how are you?
D Shield said, I use my military ID to vote. It is okay in any state. Every state has different rules. Great point, Munson. Plus, they would sell those IDs with voting fraud on red side. Oh, riding dirty, Brent. You get I
tell you what I do.
Whatever it was, I can't think of it.
I did know.
Catch me riding dirty.
Riding dirty. Okay, it's coming back slowly.
I tell you what I don't like. I have noticed during this voting process that all of a sudden Orange is adding on distractions. He made the announcement of his his choice for Supreme Court justice for no reason, out of nowhere, whatever that came from. And then all of a sudden, I think the story's on rolling out. I can't remember if it was a senator or a governor, but he paid for a certain number of non-voters or people that were in jail. I got to look at the story for them to get their registration card. And what you're seeing is the right wing, and you're seeing some, not all, you're seeing some of these Republicans. They're throwing in these distractions to make you not focus on the main point, people. That's what I need everybody to stay focused on, really, because election is what, 2 weeks away, 3 weeks away.
November. No, isn't it November 3rd? It's the first
It
Tuesday
is.
in November.
It is.
And that would be November 3rd. Yes, Romeo, you should know that.
You got a whole month to get right.
Our producer put in the chat the words to the picture of me rolling. I remember now. I'm sorry, it's so funny. They see me rolling, they hate it,
You paid that.
patrolling. It try to I need the cadence right. Trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty.
He paid all their fines. Yeah, let me know who that was, Brent. Bloomberg. It was Bloomberg. Bloomberg paid all their fines in order for them to be able to vote.
Mhm.
We'll see, man.
He's team blue, independent blue, but he's team blue.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, I think the entire
Where's my
movement.
vote necklace, y'all? How y'all let me get on without my vote necklace?
You got on 800 necklaces. How many
This is one. This is one.
supposed to know?
You blame us for you not having.
Y'all let me get on without my
Why
vote.
don't you just have a sign, you know, like a paper sign that you can just put up vote, like wow.
Yeah,
Don't let me get on without my vote necklace. It's not even on my desk.
you're supposed to know that.
That's okay. I'm gonna come back tomorrow with my vote necklace. Vote.
You heard her. But yeah, definitely, man. Stay aware, stay focused. Don't get caught up in the hype. We know they throwing y'all left curves with police and laws. Just focus on everybody get your booty to the pole, man. Get your booty to the pole. Matter of fact,
I'm
Sounded
learn
like a DJ booth, Romeo. That sounded like you were in a DJ booth.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if I. Matter of fact, Portia. I'm gonna see if I get the
Sound like
ladies.
it's at Follies telling somebody get to the pole. Let me get to the pole.
Oh, you haven't seen the campaign that Magic City has done, have you? Oh man,
Bustin', where were you? We played it like twice on Friday.
Magic City created a vote campaign. Magic City has now committed that every customer coming into Magic City in Atlanta must be registered to vote or registered to vote there before they can come in.
Isn't that something that Uncle Clifford did at the Pank? Wasn't that something that Uncle Clifford did at the Pank? Everybody that came in, they had to sign something to vote. Yeah.
That's what Uncle Clifford did at the.
It probably inspired Magic City for real.
I think they tried to get you to do the Black History something.
Let's go for it. Mary Church Terrell, born September 23rd, 1863, through July 24th, 1954. She was one of the first African American women to earn a college degree and became known as a national activist for civil rights and suffrage. Are we going to bring up her picture? She taught in the Latin department at the M Street School, now known as Paul Laurence Dunbar High School, the first African-American public high school in the nation in DC. Oh, look how beautiful she looks. Yes. In 1896, she was the first African-American woman in the United States to be appointed to the school board of a major city, serving in the District of Columbia until 1906. Terrell was a charter member of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, also known as the NAACP. And the Colored Women's League of Washington. She helped found the National Association of Colored Women and served as its first national president. And she was a founding member of the National Association of College Women. All right.
Like
Little
that.
known Black history jewel.
Like that. Those stories always amaze me because I think about what we're going through now, which is difficult. But to think about what they went through then, man, that's they
And
didn't.
it's always so funny to hear people say, if I lived back then, I promise you, I wouldn't have been able to. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Because you don't even know what you would have done. Like, just shut up.
They,
Mhm.
they wouldn't have whooped me. Well, brother,
They
I don't
wouldn't,
know.
they wouldn't have did me like that. I wouldn't have sat there and let me. Shut up. Mhm.
I think you would have got in line too. I don't know, brother.
They would have lined you right on up with the rest of them. So shut up. Stop. Stop it.
things that our ancestors went through, man. It's some. It's some. You should always treasure those stories, even though our stories are more. I think our stories are more in front of our face because we have a phone. I think
Mhm.
just and know what portion it actually makes me now really. I just realized it makes me appreciate my grandmother more when she used to tell me the stories. Like you couldn't see it, so she would have to tell you and describe it to you,
Mhm.
explain people's feelings. Like
Mhm. That's
that's
actually a part of our culture where we come from. We were an oratorical people, and that's how history was learned back in the day. Like they told the stories, the ancestors told the stories, and so that was the only. It was one of the only forms of history that we got was from our elders, and I actually missed that. And I remember when I realized that was something that I missed. I probably was in my early 20s when I realized I didn't have my grandma in my life. And my maternal grandmother died when I was 4. And my dad's side grandmother, I just didn't have a relationship with her. But that was definitely something that I missed. I had my grandfather in my life. And of course, he taught me, what he could. But I think I missed having that grandmother type
right.
of feel, and that was one reason why I wanted to make sure that my kids had it while they could. And so we moved grandma from California to Michigan, and we was like, listen, come on. And so grandma is as much a part of their life as I am. So
Because the funny part now, Portia, when when Portia starts when because you're like 20 now, so when you get older, you start.
25. Go ahead.
So when you start telling stories later on, you're basically gonna be showing videos. You ain't even gonna be telling stories.
Right, 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 right. Yeah. And your grandma, like I think that's what you were saying, your grandma would tell you stories, and yeah, that's how it was passed down.
Right. Now you
Mhm.
finna pass down videos. This was George
Look,
Floyd.
baby, look, baby. You remember when? Da, 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 here you go, and then it's gonna look all old and vintage.
Why it looks like, oh, what you talking about? This is the new iPhone? That was the iPhone 12.
That's how you tell a picture is old. You be looking at the picture and they got this little itty bitty ass phone. You be like, when was that? When was that?
You wonder why me and Portia look at y'all Android people crazy. I was just joking. We love Android. I was just joking. It was just
Griots is what they were called. Yes, back in the day, griots.
those. Okay.
Mhm.
Shout out to Ashley and her Android. I got an iPhone too. We know. Facebook. Shout out to y'all, Barbara Davis, Michelle Moses, Kathleen Collins says, for all those early distracted, just think $750 was all the income taxes he paid.
I really wonder what his supporters think about that. Like, what do his supporters that barely make enough for a household to run a household in a year? What do y'all think about him paying $750?
Crazy. Crazy.
Is it still okay? Is it still okay? I'm curious. Like, is that still okay for him?
Crazy. I, I look.
And I don't even know if he willingly gave up his tax returns. Did they find him? Did somebody find him? Did somebody leak him? Like, what happened? How did we even? What happened with that, Munson?
Well, I think you need to, I'm not getting ready to tell you everything
Well,
that
let's just
happened.
discuss it.
Why don't you do the research before you get on
Ashley,
TV?
can you bring that up, please?
Crazy. Super, super crazy.
Y'all see how he been trying to do me? Kathy, you see how he been trying to do me?
Don't become a victim. Wake up, do any research, and then
I did my research. I know that he paid $750 in
you
taxes
didn't
in the
do no
last.
research for that. I mean, everybody in the world wrote about that. You know, but the thing that is really crazy is that individuals who
Thank you, D.
don't think
I'm
that
sorry.
that's a problem. Like literally,
Mhm.
people are in this maze in their mind that they think they're going to get to his position, or he keeps them in their position.
Mhm.
Like, if you really haven't studied the new book, which you can get from blackbookstore.com, Isabel Wilkinson's Cast,
Mhm.
it really talks about why poor people that are white want to hold you back because they dream that you won't get ahead of them.
Mhm.
So they support things that will always hold them back.
Mhm.
Like they don't understand, as we ascend, so do they. Instead of, oh, the people that keep you back, they're gonna keep you back. Because you're still gonna be a footstool in a trailer park.
Hey, I'm glad you started off the conversation like that. Because even watching the attorney general who spoke on Breonna Taylor's case, even watching the young lady that he suggested for a Supreme Court justice, even watching all the people who still support him. Munson, you hit it on the head. In my head, I literally am looking at people like, what are you being told to you see it with your eyes, like you see the train wreck, but you're still convinced it ain't wrecking. The train is all right. We just gonna ride the train out. Either the man a magician or he good, and I know he ain't good, so he got to be a magician. Because I literally said that over the past weekend. I was like, how are still people following this narrative blindly?
Mhm.
It's amazing. I agree.
So D said, "Thank you, D. The New York Supreme Court ordered his tax release."
Which they should have did what 4 years. They should have that should have been done before the presidency. Am I correct?
Yeah, like they was trying to order Obama's birth certificate. Like, yeah.
Before you run. So yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. Massa, what you doing?
Thought he was a paint for a second.
I'm just saying. I thought he was.
It's called focus.
Oh,
Focus.
what you focusing on?
Focus. I was actually focusing.
On.
The unfortunate reality that there are those who don't understand that they are actually participating in shenanigans that will never bring them forward.
Mm-hmm.
So that was what I was kind of focusing on, that
Mm-hmm.
narrative that is unfortunate for our entire community. But the biggest thing for me in the exchange that I was having with my brother, Damon Dash, is that everybody needs to understand the impact. So here's our challenge, Romeo, Portia. We need to get the mayor of Ferguson on our show.
Okay.
So we need to get the mayor of Ferguson on the show.
Mm-hmm.
It took almost 6 or maybe even 8 years to get a black mayor of a majority city that was black to the forefront. This is not new. Around the country, we have individuals suffering because they have not come together, organized, or in small towns that have continued to oppress a population that is larger than the white population in their neighborhood. So this should motivate everybody to vote, but we got to figure out, we are definitely having a party for 30 days at Rolling Out. So we're going to figure that out too, Romeo, so that we can have a celebration.
What kind of celebration? A voting party?
Yeah, no, I think that the whole idea should be vote, vote, vote every day, but definitely have a walk down, whether you're a mental soldier. We got a whole week of work to do so that everybody can join us. Begin to wear the Rolling Out AM shirt. Um,
Let's do it. I don't know what we're waiting for.
I'm not waiting a day. I got a day. I got to, it's a little gloomy here, bro. You might have some
Yeah, it's
sunshine
gonna be
there.
here too.
It's a little gloomy here. Um, but I really want us to figure out how to bring those individuals who are making things happen. Don't forget Mark today. Um, I know you guys I thought it was just fabulous that Chicago State is allowing and getting all freshmen. They gave them computers and free tuition to start off. So that was kind of good news. It is a black college. They got a gala coming up, and I wanted to really talk about that. The other thing is that is huge. I want everybody to think about our HBCU. Ashley, you need to be able to pull that up at some point so we can showcase that this is happening so everybody can begin to celebrate. We all know that we are going to be celebrating virtually with our homecomings virtually every weekend. And we all want to get in the message and in the moment of your homecoming. So let's make.
Man, that is definitely something that we're gonna miss. Like the H. Okay, let's see what she got. Our HBCUs for promotion. Yes, y'all. Yes, yes. Like y'all don't even know if y'all went to a black college like
All
this.
right, Ash.
Where we going?
Right there.
Freddie Fingers. Oh snap, Freddie.
So we
College.
got DJ
Yeah,
Freddie Fingers,
there you
DJ
go.
College Park. Is that how you say that? College Park?
Yep. College fan of Freddie
Yeah,
Fingers.
talk about DJ Mars. You got call out the people that are there DJ at R. So be sure to use a
I see
hashtag.
Tuskegee. Is that Grambling? Y'all better shut up. That's Grambling down there. All right.
Our HBCU celebrate.
I see TU.
Hope
Don't do that.
United virtual homecoming IG live. We want to make sure that you understand these are the DJs that are making a difference. They will be on our show every Friday here at Rolling Out AM.
I see
Tune
that
in
purple and
tonight.
gold prayer review. I see Tuskegee. They stopping at Tuskegee. Shout out to Tuskegee. My brother, producer Ashley, my sister, graduated from Tuskegee. I saw Grambling down there. Shout out to Grambling, GSU.
We're not going to shout out the rest of the schools.
We're gonna shout out ASU. We're gonna shout out Prairie View. But definitely shouting out the rest of them, y'all. That's something that we're gonna miss this year. Like that homecoming.
We're not going to miss it. Really, I think it's really important that you begin to understand that for all of us to virtual reality is beautiful.
It is beautiful. That doesn't mean that I'm not
There
gonna
is
miss
something beautiful about a virtual reality.
it. Mhm.
You just got to figure out how to leverage it. And when we finish this, we'll still have a hybrid. And it's going to be key, Romeo, for us to be able to communicate with people virtually. It's like Instagram.
And I'm gonna tell y'all this, and y'all don't think that I'm crazy, but when I was about 5, I had a vision that we could talk to people via computers. I just want to put that out there. I'm not lying, y'all. I'm not lying. But listen,
I'm working. I'm looking forward to the beam me up moment.
beam me up, Scotty.
So that we could just like walk in and be in the transport and literally not have to fly for hours but seconds to be someplace else. That's gonna be cool.
Absolutely.
I am in love with everything virtually. I actually took the time to learn. So when you guys see me on Periscope and Pinterest and Twitter and IG and Facebook, trust me, you better get to learning.
So all virtual homecomings for HBCUs is October 12th, 2020. So in about 3 weeks. Is that two? No, that's 2 weeks. In about 2 weeks, virtual homecoming for all HBCUs. Let's do it, y'all.
Real Masters coming on our show, so we're excited about them. DJs, the presidents of each of the schools are going to be part of, and Rolling Out is so proud to be a part of this program, and it's sponsored by Coke United. So
shout out to Monica out there with Coke. Yes. Mm-hmm.
We gotta get to the homecoming. And shout out to my homecoming, and I'll be there in spirit, but I ain't gonna be there.
Romeo, so you've been to like the CAU and the Spell House homecomings before, I'm sure, because you in Atlanta. I don't see how you miss it, right?
Right.
So how does Georgia Tech? It's Georgia Tech, right?
Correct.
How does Georgia Tech mustn't be getting on. How does Georgia Tech compare to the HBCU experience for homecomings?
I'll say that, I give y'all credit. I say the HBCU one is more family oriented. I would say mine was more alumni-ish.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it felt like walking on campus. Like it felt like, hey, Mr. So-and-so, hey, Mr. So-and-so. It didn't feel like, hey, what's up? I ain't seen you in that
the way that we greet each other, that like it really is a homecoming. Like it's almost like you're coming home, right, and you haven't seen these people in forever, and it's just all love. Is hey, I haven't been to a homecoming in years, but
I will say we're probably bigger on the fact that I'll tell you something about HBCU. HBCU homecoming don't got nothing to do with football.
It does. We live for the football games. Let me tell you something. At Grambling, we used to get so fresh and so fly. It was always the discussion of what are you wearing to the game?
They have a whole contest on sending us your videos from show us your best homecoming pictures.
I'm talking about the actual game. I ain't talking about the game. We cared about the actual game. If it Georgia Tech versus Georgia, we cared about the game. Y'all didn't give two flying flips about who y'all was playing. The tailgate, the after party, and who was performing at the homecoming concert. Come on now. Yeah, who did Gremlin play in the last homecoming?
I don't remember.
There you go. There's my point been proven.
I don't remember. Yeah, so I think the last homecoming I went to was Howard. Howard's homecomings are epic, but I made some observations about it, and I'm trying to pull it up in my phone, y'all, because I was cracking up as I was writing them down. But I'm like, these are the things that you won't miss at a HBCU homecoming. Let me see if I can find that, y'all. HBCU.
I don't know, Missouri, Alabama.
Here we go. Things that I don't have to see again after attending a HBCU homecoming. Number one, you know what? I don't know if I want to write this. I don't know if I want to say this because I was being completely honest.
Okay.
I'm a pick and choose. So things that I don't have to see again after attending another HBCU homecoming. Jeggings for guys. Jeggings for guys. Y'all know what those are? Jean leggings for guys. I don't have to see that no more. Y'all know what that is? At this time, when was this? I don't remember when this was, but mirrored sunglasses. Everywhere we went, everybody had on mirrored sunglasses. Okay. Beat faces in the hot sun. Super shiny faces. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me see.
I don't know that that's what beat faces means.
No. Beat faces in the hot sun causes you to have a super shiny face.
I don't know what it means. It looks like your face is about to come off and everything is actually melting. Like
that's what I'm talking about.
It has more of a melting than shiny face. It looks like, please don't hug me. Please don't hug me. Like don't come up and hug me.
Because my shirt is white, it's clean, it's crisp. Like, hold on.
Right. And there's something going on. It's trying to come down your forehead. It looks like it was paint on it's not dry yet. They didn't blow dry your face during the moment. It got a little blow dry. Or maybe it was the flat iron.
Girl, you match your face. Match your face. Put some powder on it. Make it dry.
They used to have, when it was just powder, they just used to powder it, and you'd had a big old orange powder puffs, and like pull out the bag and pat their face, and that's what it was.
Right. Y'all be beat to the gods, but it's hot. And then it melts, and then you shining, and then
I think they be dripping, and we need you to really drip, not just melt.
Okay. Here's another one. Here's another one for those super fit guys that they take working out and training to the next level. So they gotta show it off. So here's another one. Heartbeat shirts. That's what I called it. Heartbeat shirts. And those are super tight muscle shirts where you can see a heartbeat through them because they so tight. Take it off. Take it off.
Okay.
That is so cruel.
No,
No. They work so hard to get
work
there.
out and they got on these super tight shirts.
Yeah, but they work so hard to get there. That's body
and
shaming.
you can see their heartbeat through their shirt. Like,
Body shaming.
It don't have to be that. Is that body shaming?
That's body shaming.
I'll talk about people, Munson. I'll talk about people. I'm just saying.
You don't talk about people.
Oh, wait. So I said, I must have saw some shiny velour or plastic outfits. That must have been for the girls. I don't know. But this one took me out, y'all. Gold teeth. I don't have to see another gold tooth at a homecoming. We ain't talking about Grambling. We talk about HBCUs, period.
Oh,
now,
period.
They don't have no gold teeth at Grambling.
Okay.
Like, gold teeth? Y'all, we still doing gold teeth?
Okay.
No. And not like gold teeth in the back that they used to put in your mouth when you had to get your crowns and all of that. No, I'm talking about gold teeth are right here. Gold teeth.
Okay.
Right here. Yeah. So,
You got a problem with grills?
so
Hey,
you trying to say I'm teeth shaming too? I do like I like a nice smile. I love some nice teeth.
Hey, Brent said, don't talk about his medium shirts. He worked hard.
Listen. Y'all, we don't have to see that. And shout out to my ladies. Like, and I'm gonna just put it out there. I wasn't gonna say nothing. But I'm gonna say it. This is another thing that I don't have to see at another HBCU homecoming. Y'all, I get it. The lace fronts, I get it. But I don't want to see the glue around the top of the forehead and it's lifting a little. Like, get it right. Like,
I don't know why you picking it. You talking about we're just gonna have a good time being virtual. The most disgusting thing to talk about.
Disgusting. I'm just saying when those were my observations. It was just another thing that I don't have to see. I just want us to be right. Like, get it together, y'all.
I think you should tomorrow list out the best, most positive things you love about your going to this virtual homecoming.
I will. Let's talk about something now. The camaraderie.
No, but let's actually go and be able to listen. They got DJ Mars, who clearly is a Clark graduate, that is happening, spinning. I know Romeo knows those DJs that are actually spinning there, so it's going to be an exciting time for those who are there. I'm going to enjoy the whole virtual expansion because now I can go to everybody's homecoming. Now I can literally go to everybody's homecoming. You know, I can be with everybody as they're having homecoming. And I think that's the camaraderie. I'm going to make new friends online for sure.
What's your favorite thing about homecoming, Munson? Because you never missed the
LOVE.
I love it. Yes.
It's the love. When you get there and you see all your partners, all your cats that you are so proud of that, running companies now, and you see their babies, you see their grandbabies, you see them, you see the dad walking his son past the college telling him, this is where I went to school, and you see a little boy who's 7 or a little girl, and they got on like Sky used to wear the Spelman shirt, so they're already getting indoctrinated to the culture early. It's a whole different. And then you see all the other people that are related. The wives had a shirt. I'm married to a Morehouse man, and it's just a different thing. People who are in fraternities that are there with their brothers, and they
stepping. Yes.
No, I'm just saying, it's a feeling. The new kids that are so excited, and they're enjoying that moment. And then everybody else, the sages that have been there and they graduated 60 years ago and they still walking and proud and, wearing their colors. And those are the things you just have to love. And you can talk about your accomplishments and, the increased expectation, increased expectation when you go to HBCU that you will have a great impact on the community.
So virtual homecoming, October 12th, 2020 for all HBCUs. Be sure to tune in. We will definitely have the information on rollingout.com. So check back frequently. And we'll let y'all know when that's going to happen. And like Muscle was saying, we got grill masters coming. We have DJs coming. We just going to party, y'all. It's going to be a party. I'm going to have
Party.
my
Thanks to
grandma straight
Coke
on.
United for making it possible.
Yes, thanks to Coke. I'm gonna have my grandma
United.
stuff on.
United.
Coke, that's what I said. Coke United.
You know what, Portia? I'm gonna take you to my homecoming. I'm gonna let you experience, get that look off your face. I'm gonna let you experience the band. I'm gonna let you experience.
Listen, Romeo, I can't experience a band from yo PWI after attending Grambling, and we had the greatest band in the land. Like greatest band in the land.
First of all, our horn section is amazing now.
Oh God.
I'll take you to the horn section.
Greatest band in the land.
You kick off, man. We can't wait for that. Shout out to everybody: Belinda Wallace, Don Dunkins, Chrissy Williams. D Shields finally kicked in. She said, "Yeah, Brent, get your shirt." I tell you, man, let me tell you something. I work hard for my medium shirts. I'm gonna wear mine.
Stop. And I mean, even with my kids, like they're at the point where they're ordering their own clothes, right? And they like, Mama, we good on you doing anything for us. So they go online, they order their clothes, they do all this, and then it comes, and I'm like, okay, Trin, let me see it on. It's super tight. I said, baby, you can't fit that. No, Mom, this is good. No, baby, you can't fit that.
Point is super tight. I do want to know what was the first thing you said? The male pants, what they call?
They're jeggings. So I think this must have been a year ago. Jeggings are jean leggings. So basically, it's just another word for super tight ass pants. Super tight ass pants. We get the fact that you work out. We get that.
Oh man.
But I don't want to see no jeggings on men. I just don't.
No jeggings.
No jeggings. Okay. And for my sisters, y'all, like it's fine because we love sharing who we are and showing who we are. Like we love our culture. We do. And hair is an accessory. It really is. You accessorize yourself. But let's not show the glue in the I'm just saying.
That is hilarious. I've never heard that.
Nothing against lace fronts. I just don't want y'all to show the glue. To each his own. Anyway, Romeo, did you notice that last Friday was National Daughters Day?
I saw that. I don't have a daughter though, but
yeah, my timeline was littered with parents and their daughters. It was beautiful. I really didn't get a chance to enjoy it because I was working so hard. But after I kind of just took a break, started it was National Daughters Day. And that was beautiful. I don't have a daughter either.
I actually posted though. I picked somebody's daughter and posted them.
Yeah. It said what, Mommy? You stealing people kids virtually?
I first, and I was like, "Hey, I'm finna post your child. That cool?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, okay. "Yeah." National Daughter Day. I'm trying to hook up with her mama, and then that's what I had.
Shooting your shot. Lord Jesus. Okay, let's get into something a little fun. Speaking of daughters, y'all, we got a question of the day.
Where we at?
Where we at with it? Where we at? So this was in one of the group chats on Facebook, and it basically says, stop marrying and committing your lives to people just based on love and love alone. You lose every time. Respect is important. Fidelity is important. Finances are important. Spiritual growth is important. There is more to marriage than love. What do y'all think about that? Should you marry for love and love alone? And what would you want for your daughters? Like, that's the question that I always pose to men. Like, would you want something like that for your daughter? Like, would you want somebody to date your daughter for 10 years and not commit? Like, based on love? I don't know. So what do y'all think about that?
I don't know if I like that. So
if you like what?
So he said not based on love alone.
So the question is, do you marry based on love alone, or do you take into consideration those other factors? Fidelity, respect, spiritual growth.
I've always been a firm believer in love alone can hold true love. Love alone can hold anybody together.
But love without respect, is that love?
Well, that's a setup question. That's kind of like asking a person, is abuse and love together? No, you can't have the absence of respect. You can't call it respect.
Right, because it's not love, right? It's not respect. It's not love. It's not. You can't.
I don't agree with. I don't think. Okay, so Munson's right. The respect and the love got to go together.
Right.
I never believed that finances should be a hindrance in love.
They said long time ago, no romance. Y'all know the rest. No romance without finance. I'm just. I said no romance without finance. Yeah.
In order for you to love somebody, they gotta have pockets.
That's what they said a long time ago.
I don't think it's just the pockets. I think the development of a relationship means that everybody's security is based on finance. Like there's no free rent. There is going to be a car note. You got to pay for food. And then many times when you're in a relationship, you got to figure out how do you balance all of that together. Mm-hmm. So when somebody's short on that, it's not a issue until the lights go out.
Well, this is what I've noticed about. I'm about to get in trouble, man. Dang it! This is what I noticed about women. Some women.
Should I duck now?
Not now. I might need you to throw me a bulletproof vest.
Okay.
Somebody needs to throw him a lifeline. Go ahead.
Iris Baker, let him know.
What she say?
Nobody's coming.
Oh, he ain't said it yet.
Oh.
Nobody's coming to a relationship even, right? Like very rarely a male and a female are coming into a relationship on an even plane. But what I've noticed about that even plane is the woman's expectation is automatic. Take care of me, provide this, which is what a man's supposed to do. The hook is what Munson just said earlier. So where's the even if he trips and falls, right? I've seen new relationships where people move in together and the guy will be like, yeah, I'm gonna take care of all of this as long as you pay for like groceries or gas, or it'd be some simple stuff. But a lot of new age women feel as if it shouldn't be even. And I don't think in the past, like not our parents' generation, but our grandparents' generation, you know, the man took care of everything and the woman took care of the household.
No, you need to listen to Gwen Parrish. She's giving you a little counsel.
What's she saying? Hold on, let me tune back into Facebook, y'all.
She is giving counsel. What's up, Kevin Hooks from Acorns?
Hey, Kevin.
Started your Acorns account. You should start today. Kevin's going to have a whole series on family investing, starting with your children. We're really excited about the Acorns program, so it will be happening soon.
And Kevin, I got your text message, so we'll definitely get that prepared for you as well. You know, I got to go through Munson, his video. That's what he wants, Munson.
I think you should have Kevin come on the show now.
Ashley, send Kevin. I'm gonna send you his number. Send Kevin a invite, please. I'm about to send you his number.
Okay.
Hey, Sean Duncan, but did you read what you started off going to what Gwen Parry was saying?
Please, because I can't see it now because I had logged out of Facebook, so I can't see
Passions, commitment, love, money, and respect.
Passion, commitments, love, money, and then respect. Girl, I get all of those. Mm-hmm.
You gotta have a bag in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
No finance without finance. Y'all better stop.
Knowing that the bag is not even though should be required. if you love the person.
That's where the problem, Romeo, runs in as you get more mature. It's like you hustle every day. But when you get back and all of a sudden people stop hustling or you get habits, I mean, we're really working to break a lot of cycles. I mean, even when you think about it, maybe that's something to start off tomorrow's show when we talk about the future of work. When you think about the future of work from a Black male perspective, and we'll pull it up, it's a McKinsey report so everybody can see it. But when you think about the future of work, men, Black men in particular, are in some of the wrong industries. So literally, for example, women are nurses. They are, not that there aren't male nurses, but they're in the healthcare industry more than men. Well, that industry's growing. There are more robotics now working warehouse. So if you're starting and you're going to a warehouse job as a male, at some point you could be replaced by AI and a machine that can grab and pick that box up and ship it and put it on the conveyor belt, put a label on it.
Right.
So we have to look at even where we choose to stay. You know, male might choose not to move, and that's not anti-brother, but we have to talk out loud, like which industry you're in, what skill set, because if your job's out, but you already knew it was forecast, now she has to pay the car note and the house note. I mean, I just think collectively we're working to just out loud say things so we can stop the systems and even inform. You do have times where you need to lean in on the person that you love, but just as a productive person, it's a challenge after 4 or 5 times doing it, and it doesn't appear to be getting better.
Okay, gotcha.
And I think having a bag, talking about it, having a conversation, even savings, because as a community, all the numbers are so horrible when you heard. If you looked at RIDE and people were talking about banking numbers and they were talking about the issues that we were having and the things. And yet every day, everybody's saying, this person got a new shoe. I don't know that every new shoe need to be something we need to be buying. It seemed like, can we have a new savings? Can you really talk about our community and new savings?
About that, man. It's okay, you're right about that part. And it's funny you said that about robotics. I was actually talking to my cousin last week, and he works inside of a warehouse. And he said, I asked him about COVID. I said, what are you guys doing with COVID? He said, oh, I don't have to worry about it. He said, my work partner is a robot. I was like, what? He said, yeah, I work next to AI all day. So it's just
right. And so we need young brothers like him to sit back and say, I'm going to be my robotics doctor. Like literally that's a real thing now. I want young brothers to know that they can be a robot doctor. Because whenever it does break down, then knowing the code, knowing how to put those machines back together is another key.
Correct.
Because you got to remember the value proposition about learning how AI is either going to replace or help you is the thing is AI continues to learn. Humans often want to just be entertained. So instead of reading, the book will have the computer reading it.
Right.
It'll know your story better than your story. So we've got to continue to teach ourselves as humans because AI is not stopping.
Right.
No.
1 second that Siri is not learning every aspect of you every time you ask Siri
or Alexa. Alexa be listening. You gotta unplug Alexa because she be like, copy that. The weather is. Hold on, I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't talking to
lights. You said turn the light.
What did you say?
I was singing.
Right, Alexa.
You came on. I was singing. Me and Teddy Pendergrass turn on the lights and the lights come on. What?
Right. Alexa is not right. Girl, stop spying.
Hey, you know what's so
Nobody's talking to you.
What's so funny? Over the weekend, when I was tuning into RIDE, Siri heard me say, yeah, I'm about to, somebody asked me a question. I said, I'm about to log into RIDE. Siri heard me say RIDE, and she pulled up Fast and Furious. I was like, hold on, man. I ain't talking about.
Nobody's talking to you. Nobody's talking to you, Siri.
She's ready and listening.
Ready?
in
I
your
didn't
life.
quite catch that, Portia. Nobody was
Uh,
talking to you. Wait a minute. So my kids,
Yeah.
y'all know kids is funny, and they play with stuff like that. And so they was like, Ma, tell Siri to shut up. But just little stuff like that. And so you'll be like, okay, Siri, shut up. She'll say, that wasn't very nice now, was it, Portia? Girl.
Hey, Munson, let me ask you this. Iris Baker just said, in this day and time, I think things are much higher than they were when our parents were coming up. I think that couples should work together to pay for whatever, or at least have a payment agreement on who will pay what.
It definitely needs to be an
Yeah,
understanding.
good point. It's all about communication and
Yeah.
organization of the unit. Somebody knows if you got to take out the trash. Somebody knows somebody got to pay for the groceries. Somebody has to keep everything organized and working together. She's 100% right. I mean, it is literally, you didn't have a cable bill in the 60s. You got a cable bill now, an internet bill now. And if you want another channel, it's a plus, plus, and a plus. And a plus. So
Right.
she's right. I mean, it's the expectations, are higher.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, girl, I do want to be with you, but before we be together, let's fill out this form so we can decide who's paying for the lights every month. Okay, cool. All right. You know what?
Yeah, there needs to be communication, agreement, respect, and I think in all of it.
Shout out to
Something.
Patrick Best, clearly one of my brothers. He's over there, phenomenal young man who's created tons of media properties. We're excited, looking forward to catching up with you soon. Shout out to Kim Floyd. Shout out to Gwendolyn Perry. You're going to have to come on the show, Gwen, and show us how life needs to be led. Portia, you got to bring Gwen on the show one morning just so she can give us some introspection on what's happening. We've got to have the AKA support day. We need to let them lead the whole show.
Okay.
For Miss Harris, probably for a whole week. Have somebody who's an AKA on every day, starting tomorrow, beyond Cassie, because she's an AKA, but every day to just represent across the country, somebody tuning in, various chapters at a segment time, so that they can know they're always welcome here, and we want to get behind and increase this movement.
That's good. I love AKAs and the Deltas and the
Deltas. Yeah, so we can't just.
I'm a all and everybody type of guy. Ladies, let me tell you, if you ever need somebody to support you, Romeo International supports you. Trust me.
Shout out to the Deltas that are watching too. I know Kathleen Colin is a Delta. And so we need to have a Delta day as well as an AKA day. Just say maybe a Greek day per Greek organization. So maybe that's what we'll do.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, I think so.
So Kathleen Collins, we got you. Wanda Blunt, we got you. Make it Divine Nine affair. You know what?
That's Delta, Divine Nine. That's Deltas, right?
No, Portia, that's everybody.
That's everybody.
Everybody. Okay, I'm not Greek. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yahweh.
I'm not.
Yahweh.
You sitting up there.
You say you were listening to Damon Dash. You say Yahweh.
Yahweh. What the heck?
That was instead of Jesus. Remember that?
Right.
Oh.
She was so intense. She heard that bacon though.
That was vivid.
Gwendolyn Perry said you have to be able to take care of yourself first.
Woo.
And don't depend on nobody else for your happiness. That's another thing.
Entertaining, taking care of others, but take care of yourself first.
And don't depend on somebody else for your happiness either. Like your happiness comes from within. Don't depend on somebody else to make you happy. Like you
go for the GDI.
GDI. What's that?
Thank you. Munson just made me have a flashback. My dad used to tell me that. He made it very clear. You cannot take care of your mother if you cannot take care of yourself. You better learn how to take care of yourself.
Kevin is here.
Others. So You absolutely right, Munson. Don't
Yeah, Gwen said it. She said, take care of yourself first.
first mentally, spiritually.
First. And that's on all areas. It ain't just your money, your
It's
health.
just
Woo.
What's up,
Kevin
Kevin?
Hooks from Acorn.
What's
What's
up,
going on,
Kevin?
Kevin?
Good morning.
Morning.
Kevin
See you
all
out there
smiling
in
bright.
Cali.
I
Yeah,
know it's 5 something out there in that city.
You know, your
You all
series starts
smiling
this
bright.
week, Kevin. We gave you a reprieve, but
Yeah, I appreciate you, brother. You do realize it's 6:45 in the morning.
we got it. We know you've been up working out.
I
But,
was at the gym when I got the
definitely,
text.
let the community know about Acorns so that we can begin to start our Acorns morning, and people need to know how they can begin to roll up their change to invest. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kevin Hooks from Acorns.
What's up,
Good morning,
Kevin?
everyone.
Good morning.
Romeo, what did you do, homie?
hey man, what's going on, man? I need you to protect me from Portia, man, because Portia be beating up on
Hey, I
people.
know how it is. I know how it is, fam.
Kevin, hold on, because we made sure you was straight all weekend long. Don't be siding with Romeo. Romeo gonna get
Oh,
messed up.
Portia, why do you have to feed into everything? I want to hear about Acorns. We ain't got but 10 minutes, and we know that we
Right.
want positive thoughts. Kevin's got all those.
Go ahead, Kevin. Tell us about Acorns.
Yeah, it's funny. It's a beautiful platform, man. And the purpose of it, really, from my perspective, is we want to fight this. We want to eliminate this wealth gap that is so prevalent and pervasive, particularly with our community. So, what Acorns is a platform and a tool that allows the up and coming to invest and save using small amounts. So, for everyone who wants to figure out how to become wealthy, figure out how to, be able to get the freedom that comes with being financially solvent, we do it by doing a few things. The first of which is we make saving easy. We make it fundamental to your DNA and a part of your everyday reality. Meaning, if you buy something and you use the card that's attached to your Acorns account, what we do is we round up the spare change. You pay $17.29 for something, then what we'll do is we'll take that. What do the math for me? 71 cents.
71.
We'll do that 71 cents and we'll throw it into your investment portfolio so that every time you purchase something, there's an outflow. The inflow for your future also happens at the same time. And we notify you. So we continue to reinforce the message of saving and investing. And I can tell you, long before I worked for Acorns, I signed up for the account last September. And literally, I signed up with $5. And within 6 months, I had more than $3,000 in there. And yeah,
Wow.
obviously I spend more money than most people, but all the transactions that was rounded
No,
up.
but the partnerships are key. One of the things that I enjoyed about it was if you're already shopping at Walmart and you're buying groceries there, as you buy, you win. Like,
So
and
yeah, that's the other
literally,
part. There are four accounts. There's the invest account, which is what I'm talking about, which is about getting you into the stock market, you building your investment, taking advantage of compounding money, and the rule of seven and all of that. And then there's Acorns Early, which is about establishing that account for your children. And for me, that's a beautiful account. We just did a big promotion that we featured on Rolling Out with The Rock, and his 190 million followers, where we set up the account for a child. If you set up an account for a child at the date of birth and put $25 in it every month, by the time they're retirement age, it's almost $1 million. And that's big. The other account we have is Acorns Later, and that's your retirement account. It's the equivalent of, an IRA, various IRAs, but it's about how you want to retire with dignity. And then there's a spend account. The spend account is basically a checking account that helps you manage efficiently all the other three accounts. But the beautiful thing is what Munson was talking about. There's this found money account. We have more than 300 partners, brands like Dell Computers, iTunes, Uber Eats, and
Walmart.
and Walmart and companies like that. And what you do is every time you shop at those stores, they put money in your investment portfolio because you spent money with them. And so that's money that they just give to your investment, to your wealth building, to your future and in financial solvency. And that's big to me. If you take advantage of all of those programs, then I guarantee you that when times are tough, like this pandemic, how many people have gone without a paycheck for months at a time?
Right.
Acorns, if you're involved in that, is going to protect you from those events.
Man, hey Kevin, is it a my fault, y'all? Is it an educational gap? Because it's funny because I said this last week again. I was like, I think black people are scared of money
Right.
because every time you see them with money, it's something that they gotta hold
Right.
or fraud. Like they gotta hold it, right?
Right.
And if they're not holding it, then they're scared of the investment or the bank or the like. Have you?
They scared somebody gonna take it. Come on, man. That's what it is. We've been living in this country for long enough to realize when we get a hold of something, if we don't hold on to it tight, somebody gonna take it. if it's IRS gonna take it, if it's a friend down the block, if it's a hoodlum, somebody gonna take ours. So we hold on tight. And all I'm saying is the best thing for you to do is recognize that becoming wealthy is work. This is not something that happens overnight. It don't happen like hustling in the streets. When you start out hand in hand and a year later you're doing it big and then with all the risk.
Right.
This is a day-to-day reality, reminding yourself every dollar I bring in, some part of it has to go to my future and for me becoming wealthy. And don't mean you can't buy the dope stuff. Munson will tell you, I've had it all. I've had all the dope cars. I've had all the dope clothes. The dope cribs, flying the private planes, all that. But if you take every dollar that comes in and you consciously and intentionally go, some of this has to be for tomorrow. Some of this has to be for my freedom. Then that's when you can build wealth, and it takes time.
Gotcha.
Well, the other thing it allows individuals is to invest with other individuals. So it's not like something you know how to do. So this is a whole program that has individuals behind it.
Right.
So your money's invested with others and people who actually do this for a living.
And if everybody's listening, Munson and the Rolling Out team has our link. If you click on the link that we're going to feature throughout Rolling Out for the next week, we're going to give you the first $10 of your investment in your portfolio if you sign up for Acorn.
That's exactly what I want to know.
We're going to start you off.
Well, we're going to break down, since we got 4 days, each day we should break down, Portia, each part of the program.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that way we can begin to get parents engaged.
Not to mention, Portia, the most critical category for our community to save is Black women. It's our mamas. It's our sisters. They're the ones that not only make all the buying decisions for the household, but if they're the ones that also I want my baby to go to college. I want my baby to be successful. I want my baby to have a chance. I want my baby to have the dopest new sneaks. I want all, and that comes from Black women, and the power of Black women is everything in this program. So for me, the extent that we can expose Acorns to Black mamas and Black sisters, that's when we're going to really win. Because number one, every brother want to figure out how I'm going to get next to the dope sister. Right. Every mother wants their child to be successful. Every child wants to please their mother.
Yeah.
So if we can get mothers to understand how this is valuable for their children, for their brothers, for their husbands, for their uncles and fathers, we're going to win, and it won't even be,
Let's end the wealth gap. Positive thoughts of the day.
Yep.
What's the positive thought? Start us off, Romeo International.
Well, first of all, Kevin said $3,000 in 2 months.
Kevin also said that he spent a lot too, Romeo. So
well, I spent a lot too.
All right.
This is my positive thought. No matter where you at, no matter who you are, no matter what you do, somebody loves you. Do not go into this world, do not go into this day thinking that you are alone. We know the world is upside down, but you're not upside down by yourself. I'm going to pass it on to Kevin.
Hey, listen, the Greeks call it paideia, dying to self every single day. When you wake up, you want to be better today than you were yesterday. And the only way you can do that is by shedding the nonsense that happened yesterday and focusing on the positive today. So die to self every day by figuring out how you're going to be better today than you were yesterday.
All right. Throw the ball to me. I'll take it. Catching it.
All right, Portia, go ahead, girl.
So people do not decide to become extraordinary. They decide to accomplish extraordinary things. So let's go out there and accomplish some extraordinary things today, y'all.
Did you read it?
Shut up, Romeo. Shut up. I'm
Yeah,
passing the ball to
that
Mustin.
what is she
I
say?
wasn't reading.
That is not nice, Portia.
Who you talking to?
This sound like my Angelou, but go ahead.
Hey, positive
you.
thought of the day. Be sure to check us out tonight. Seat at the table, RHBCU. We've got virtual homecomings happening. So let's be excited. Let's get involved and check out all our great presidents and what's happening. There is greatness in you today. Let it live, let it live, let it shine, and let it inspire others. This is Munson Steed with Romeo International. Kevin Hooks from Acorns and Portia Monique, host of the Wind Up, and we're rolling out AM. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Share the show. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same space, rolling out AM. Peace.
This little light of mine, Mustin, I'm gonna let